Ladies and gentlemen, it is November 19th, and that means the S4 needs to go under the knife. Not really like surgically, but it's 59 degrees right now. This is the warmest it's gonna be in Michigan for about the next 5 to 6 months, which is really unfortunate, but it happens every single year. We have to put the winter tires on the car and then prep the car for winter. It has survived a couple winters already, and I just wanna make sure that it survives even longer because I wanna keep this car for a really, really long time. Without further ado, let's head into the garage and get this thing jacked up. It's an absolutely beautiful night to do this. Oh yeah, like a glove, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of those nights, just gonna be wrenching in the garage for a little bit this evening. Only thing we're missing is a garage beer, but we are not gonna partake tonight because we're lifting heavy things, putting them back down. I wanna make sure the safety on my car is 100% perfect through sober thoughts and actions. Now, what we're doing is jacking up the car, putting the winter wheels on, which are currently over there, using this beautiful floor jack by Viver. Now, ladies and gents, this is the star of the show because it is a low profile floor jack. 3 tons, which is perfect. You can do this with a 2.5 ton jack. Just makes it easier on yourself with the dual pistons going on back here. It is in this beautiful black and yellow scheme, and today we're gonna use it. So I have my handy dandy stock lugs. This we're gonna need. All right, so this is the wheel key in my left hand here for the Rohana lug bolts. They sent this with them, which makes it super easy. So it's the exact size, and then this actually fits on a metric 19. So that's how we're gonna do it today. Obviously, 1/2 inch socket. Gonna put this guy on here. Easy peasy. Let's get this car jacked up, shall we? I gotta open the garage door to wheel the tires around, which are over there. Well, they'll fall off. So these are the winter wheels. These are these Andros kind of rep style brand with the OEM lookalikes. I like this style. I mean, it looks fine on the car. Every single time I switch the winters on, I'm like, oh, forgot it does actually look pretty decent. I'm gonna assume nobody that is watching has ever used a jack before, which I know is wrong, but there's only one way to learn. So there is a pinch weld under here, which I'm not sure if you can see from the camera, but that's what I always use to jack up the rear. Gotta make sure it's on. Good. I gotta make sure my car's unlocked, otherwise it'll start yelling, screaming at me. Take a double check, still on. I'm doing this straight on the floor tiles, which are holding up so far. So far, so good. No issue. And are we in the air? Let's see. We're in the air. Always use jack stands. Ratchet on like so. And then use the top of our jack as a breaker bar. I'm gonna have to go all the way around because I don't have an impact. Impact does make the job quicker and easier. I only do this twice a year, so I don't really want to drop the $100 and whatever on one. Does that make me cheap? Yes. Make me lazy? I don't know, you could argue buying one would actually be lazier, but sometimes you just, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. Oh, I forgot our wheels are heavy, man. 17. Stock one's a 17. Makes it easy. So you just kind of hand tighten these guys on as far as you can get them. And then we'll use some force. And when you're tightening these on, you do it in a star pattern. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you're making a star. If that's not making sense to you, I'll put a little diagram on the screen to help as a visual aid. We get to use another tool, a torque wrench. I just got this Quinn one. It's pretty easy. All right, there's one.
Did one wheel?
One wheel's done. 4, 3 more to go. I'm exhausted. One is done. I just gotta do it 3 more times. So one more important thing we have to do is store the tire pressures. So we'll go to vehicle, go back, let's see, service and checks, tire pressure monitoring, store tire pressure. Yes, we're gonna store now. Just checked everything. We're at about 32 all around. Gonna open up the valves. I'm gonna take a quick drive around the block just to make sure we are all set. I don't have my wallet with me. If we get pulled over, that'd be really, really unfortunate. Well, we are rolling. Successfully, I might add. I think we're all good, ladies and gents. Swapped the wheels ourselves yet again. Just gonna rip around the block. Get up to like 25, make sure we're not gonna do anything stupid. It's been a while since I had these winter wheels on. Don't love putting them back on, but 'tis the season. It's funny, it's actually 60 degrees right now, which is like hot. I literally just checked the weather though, and tomorrow, all the rest of this week is supposed to be like a low of 33 or like 35 and a high of like 50. So obviously when I go to work in the morning, it's gonna be pretty close to freezing. It's just that time of year. It's almost Thanksgiving. Well, ladies and gents, I gotta say that was probably the easiest thing that I've ever done car related. I'm not super into like the getting under the car and wrenching, but that is one thing I can do on my own. Helped a little bit with the downpipe install on some of the mods, you know, but for the most part, this is it for me. With that said, this thing, I will tell you right now, there is nothing special about it. And let me tell you why that's the best thing for jacks. There's no drama. It's easy. It's a low profile jack. So literally, look how low this thing goes. In the world of jacks, ladies and gentlemen, boring is what you want. This is just about as perfect as it gets. 3-ton jack. If you guys want this exact one, link is going to be in the description. If you guys know Thick Whip John, he actually has this exact same one, and he loves it. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna get the same one. Sure enough, this is just perfect. Beaver is the best. And if you guys remember, they actually did the flooring on this garage too. So I wanna point out, where did we jack up the car? Where was it? On the floor, because there was just a little tiny indentation. But that's actually hilarious. Now I can't even find it. Oh my gosh. I'm like proving my point that I wasn't trying to make. You can't see where this thing left any sort of marks or impact. That's hilarious. Well, if I find it, I'll let you know. But I thought I saw like a little bit. Or am I just wrong? Well, I can't find it. If there is any sort of indentation or like imperfection in the flooring, I literally can't notice it. So again, this on the flooring seems to work just fine. It probably won't be 100% perfect because this is just like thin kind of material. But again, I can't even find where it did any sort of damage. So that kind of speaks for itself too. Beaver rocks. This install was not too bad. I gotta check the time. Central Michigan plays Western Michigan tonight. Fire up chips. I don't know if I got any alumni that follow me, but the winter wheel setup is on, ladies and gentlemen, and this is how the car is gonna look until, let's see, it is November, December, January, February, March, April, at least 5 months. Man, that's tough, but hey, like I said, 'tis the season.